So this is
that,
Percy. And I think this is day 6 or 7 for Percy. But I'm really kicking myself because I didn't record Percy on day 1. Because Percy on day 7 is like a completely different horse. And so this is fresh out of the pasture. And I wanted to see kind of where he was. He'd had 2 days off. And so also Percy's 2. And he lives out in the pasture and hasn't had a whole lot done with him probably within the last 6 months or year. And so on my quest for baby boot camp, I was like, well, these guys are great examples of what I'm looking for and where I'm headed with this. So I wanted to take him out of the pasture and see where he was because he'd had a couple days off and he's young and he wasn't bad and he wasn't really like trying to get away. He wasn't trying to kick there, but he was trying to eat. And so he wasn't being naughty like he maybe would have before. So I was just reminding him here that, hey, you can stand nicely. You don't have to worry about eating. You've been eating all day. And like literally 5 minutes prior to this, he had a giant bucket of mash. So like he's not starving to death, I promise. And so I just want to remind him. And literally like that's the first thing I asked him to do since I got him out. And just remind him that, hey, you can stand here with your feet being picked up. And he just, again, he's not trying to be naughty. He's just eating. And so he's trying to figure that balance out. But Percy on day 5, 6, or 7 compared to Percy on day 1, 2, or 3 is completely different. And I'm so mad that I didn't take a picture or video on day 1. But I'm so proud. I'm proud of this horse. I'm proud of myself. Like, there's not a chance that you could just let him put his head down and eat and stand there. Like, I have a hold of the lead rope, but not really for any reason other than just a security blanket in case he does need to get a little more work. But he was so great. He was like, he's had 2 days off in a row. He's 2 years old. He's sending pretty easy. He does. I will let them choose the gait. Usually I ask for a trot. And since we were just trying to get started here, I did want him to go to a trot. And he switched directions. He's been kind of funny going clockwise. He really wants to lean on me right when he gets to about where the mounting block is in the background, and he kind of dives out. And then that creates pressure, and he's like, well, I'm supposed to stop. But I'm not asking for the stop. He's hitting the end of that and stopping. So we just kind of worked on that a little bit. Like, okay, keep going. You can keep going. Yeah. And then he got so much quieter, so much quicker than he would have before. And I don't mind if they eat on a ground tie. I just don't like if they eat and start to wander. I don't care for that. And I have not really done, I was going to pick up his feet and he moved off. He didn't. And now he's like, this is kind of like old Percy. Like, well, I don't really want to do. This horse that would have crawled under your skin if you would let him. He wanted to be so close. And I think that he was babied a lot when he was younger, and they probably fed him full of a bunch of treats. I'm not a big proponent of treats. In the 7 days that I've worked with these horses, none of them received any treats. Their treats are, hey, look, you're standing here nicely and I'm not bothering you anymore. And I just like the way that builds horses as opposed, I mean, it's not, treats aren't bad, but I don't like biting. And shoving a bunch of treats in your horse's mouth makes me think that you just have a biter. Because those are the horses I've been bit by. So, I mean, like, look, like, oh, you moved. Nope. Now you're moving again. I think this is a better plan. Good job, Emily. But, like, the fact that he's not just totally in my business, he's quiet, like, he's not being naughty. He kind of, he definitely has an attitude if he wants it. We're getting past it. I mean, the first couple days, he really, he just didn't, he was like, I don't have any boundaries. And he didn't. So, and he's moving off so much nicer. And, like, nothing, I don't escalate anything. I'm just like, oh, well, you're not doing what I asked. I asked nicely, and now we're doing something else because I would love it if you wanted to stand. You're stopping. Good. And I haven't really done a lot of desensitizing with him. I swear, all these horses' feet are, like, cemented to the ground. But look at that. So much better. He doesn't walk off. He's not eating. He's just standing there. Gets a booty scratch. Doesn't move when I go around the other side. Like, I mean, I have the end of the lead rope. So, yeah. Picks the other foot up nicely. Sets it down. Like, could not have, he was quick with his back feet, and he wasn't great with his fronts. He was better, but he was quick with his hinds. I mean, he didn't want to, like, kick you necessarily, but he didn't know that he was supposed to stand there and be nice. And so for this, I'm super happy. And I want to do more desensitizing, so that's what you see here. He just, like, he's ready for it now. He's tuning in. He's got his little ear cocked towards me. I'm checking the camera to see if I'm maybe in the picture. You can tell from some trotting and some circles that I was not in the picture sometimes. But yeah, like, I'm just so thrilled with what this guy is doing now. And it's going to make, when the farrier comes out, so much easier. It's going to make starting him so much easier. Like, he's going to be ready to go to work. And he's 2. And I'm going to guess that his owners, they might, we're going to practice ground tying. Oh, no, we aren't. So I'm a self-proclaimed master at ground tying. And that's my process. I leave you, and you stand, or you don't, and then we back you up. If you don't stand, and then you get to be left again. And, like, I usually don't have any, I don't like to have any tension on the lead rope. And this is, like, that's the first real time I've ever left him alone. So you can tell I'm like, no, I'll just take you with me. Like, it'll be easier if I take you with me. Percy likes a snack. And this is something new I haven't done with him at all. And obviously he's 2. We're probably not riding him anytime soon. His owners, they usually start him around 3 or 4, which is totally fine. I will show you later in the older horses, but I definitely, I like to get them when they're 2 versus when they're 3. The 3-year-olds are coming along just as nice, so I really can't complain. They just are a little bigger to begin with. but yeah, I've never done this with him before, and stepped up on the mounting block. And he just, chills out and hangs out, and it's like, oh yeah, I do this all the time. But this just makes horses so much easier to start. They've seen things, they've done things, they're used to standing, you could tell from when I did work him just a tiny bit, he starts paying attention quicker. It's just so much easier to start horses when you start them on the ground like this. And I really enjoy doing that for them and for the people. Just, I have some very nice horses of my own that this is what I do. And everybody always wants to hear about, I'm clinking that around. Hey, don't move around. My one horse, my Dylan horse, he's so great. And the vets will let the students work on him if they have him with them, because they know he's just going to be a good boy. So now we're doing more desensitizing, this time with the stick and string. And yeah, exposing them to stuff young. And you don't have to do a ton. In the beginning, the sessions were definitely longer. And this one I just wanted to kind of see where we were at, see what we had working with us, what we didn't. And because I really pushed him the time before, and he was not impressed, and I was not impressed with his attitude. He wanted to blow me off. He kind of wanted to run through me. And so he kind of needed that the last time. And so to just come out and then go, okay, well, I expect you to stand, and you should also put up with this stuff too. He doesn't really even go to move off. Well, he goes a little bit. But so much better. And he wants to be so nice. He just wants to be a good boy. Ooh. Little stop. And see, I'm not getting worked up. He's not getting worked up. He's paying attention. Now I don't even have a hold of the lead rope. Oh, now we're backing up. But Percy from day one either would have ran off or he would have followed me as soon as I wasn't touching the lead rope. So, just to see this in a few days, I'm so thrilled. Oh, we're going to get the brushes out. And he really came along nice and is continuing to come along. So I'm, so happy with this little guy. Oh yeah, I have no tension on the lead rope. I have the end of the lead rope, and he's yeah, I'll stand and get brushed. That's totally fine. So, I know I've said this 3 times, and I don't know if I'm running out of things to say or what, but I really am thrilled with how he's progressing, and he's a cute mover. He's going to be a fun little horse for somebody. And yeah, he's 2, and I'm just so excited for him, because that's what's fun about this and a baby boot camp program is you get to watch them, and then you get to watch them go be horses, and then you get to watch them come back, and there's so much more ready when you've done some preparation on the ground to go and be good riding horses so much quicker, because they've seen the things, they've been through a little bit of work, they understand pressure and release. You're not just starting from the beginning, and they just but yeah, Percy prior to this would have been around, walking, trying to get in my space, like, and he just stays and he just stands. This whole time he just hangs out. And I love that. Like, I want all my horses to do this. I want every single one of the horses I work with to be able to stand quietly where you put them. I am reminded by this. So again, my horse Dylan, I took him to an event and we were riding around. Well, actually, we weren't riding around. We were in the middle of our dressage test. And literally during my dressage test, 3 horses got loose. And not just like a little loose, like are running across the event grounds and end up like around us. And my horse is like, I mean, I didn't even really realize what was going on until I saw the judge get out of the car and like was like, hey, you can stop. Because my horse doesn't care. Like, he's like, oh yeah, there's horses out, whatever. I still have a job to do. Like, that's what I want to prepare these horses for. And so this is like step 1. And like, if I need to put you somewhere and I need you to stay there, this is what I expect. And so like, I'm thrilled. What a nice little guy. He's so cute. He's really cute. Some adult Amy or little girl is going to love this thing. What a good boy you are, Percy. Yeah, he just hangs out while I brush. And, like, I didn't have to get after him. I didn't have to really smoke him today. Like, he just was like, oh yeah, I didn't really stand for you to pick my foot up. You're right. I should have to move. And he did. And then he was like, oh, I'm good now. I'll stand here. And what am I getting? I don't know. Oh, Shoshin. Yeah, that's the other thing. Spray bottles. Totally fine with him now. He wants to fidget a little bit when he gets a bath, but not terrible. And we've done a little bit of like, hey, no, I said stay. And he gets that. But I kind of jump into the deep end sometimes, and my geese are usually out and around where my wash rack is. And so if you don't want to stand with a goose that's like running at you, I totally get that. But everybody's gotten a lot better and they don't spook as much or into my space. So I appreciate that. So we've been working on that too. But like, oh yeah, here's your lead rope on the ground while I brush your tail. He's been so great and I'm so happy. So what's funny is I came in thinking that Percy was going to be like my least favorite. And it all changes. It changes every day. But I was like, man, he's going to be tough. And I'm not going to like this. Because he just kind of gives you that attitude on the ground. Like when he's in the pasture with everybody else. And he's annoying. He's like one that's going to pick at other horses. And so for him to be like, oh yeah, no, like they've all changed in lands of favorites. It depends on the day too, but he's so good and he wants to be good. He's going to try really hard for somebody. I'm super excited, but yeah, he doesn't care to be fly sprayed. And just overall, I'm really happy with this little guy's progress. And oh, yep. I think I should put you through your paces one more time. Let's just make sure that we're going to pick our feet up. And also, all of these horses like cement their feet to the ground, which is super annoying. We're working on that too. But yeah, there's one. And I don't mind if they like shift their weight because they need to figure out where their feet are going. But I do mind if you put it down and they immediately back up, or they want to get away, or, you know, you can just tell. And like, I'm trying to set it down really nicely, and he's just trying to figure it out because he wants to eat. Like, I'm not going to get super picky on that. But all of them have improved, and I'm just really pumped about how Percy has and how personable he is being. You know, I was like, stop eating. I didn't like whatever that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he was just kind of fussy and he didn't need to be with his foot when I put it down. But, like, and it's better when I can get worked up too, but, you know, just to relax and go in there and take it one step at a time, and just have him be like, oh yeah, this is what we do. Like, that's why I wanted to pick his feet out when we first started, because I hadn't worked with him in 2 days and I didn't know what 100% I was getting. So, and picking up feet have been kind of like a problem. And so to be able to come out and say, okay, are you going to just lose your mind about this, or are we going to think about this logically? What's the deal? And so then he was done. And he was a good boy. Good boy, Percy.